haunted place, and we're talking about Sonic and Breath of the Wild. Monster Mansion. Show me. It's more organic than I thought it would be. Oh my god. There's like a maze. That could be trouble. Everything's... I like the colors. This is nice. Yeah, see, that's interesting. Yeah, Minecraft to me is totally do whatever you want. Sandbox, you make your own fun. The only goal is to survive and to keep unlocking things. And then Breath of the Wild is more like, there's a lot of little problems for you to solve, and we've hidden them all over, and you just have to explore, and your curiosity and exploration and problem solving is going to all work together. And in video games, I like exploring, I like solving problems, I like combat, I like physics, I like atmosphere and ambiance. It just does everything I like in games and doesn't try to do too much more. You have to pick... What a cute little bat. You gotta pick a few things to do. It doesn't even look like a bat, it looks like a flying marsupial. Come at me, bro. Yeah, and Skyrim is the same. It's the same thing. It's all about exploring, solving some problems the way you want to, which I like. Go into a cave. Your goal is to do a few puzzles in that cave and get to the end of it, and then you have to deal with the jerk at the end who's going to try and kill you. And how do you do that? A bow? Magic? Spells? Bring a friend? Stealth? Kill? Brute force? So yeah, I'd say Skyrim and Breath of the Wild are similar in what they appeal to in gamers. This looks like it needs to be opened. Nope, you can. Alright, remind myself, don't worry about getting notes. These two guests are rather dumb. Let's make sure they're unwelcome. Yeah, see, that's the thing in Red Dead 2 that I find really boring, is that you don't have to think at all. It's... Oh shit. Who woke Napper while he's sleeping? I can hear someone down there creeping. Alright, Bowser, laugh. Just gonna be one of those type things. Oh, I love the scaling of this. Yeah, so with Red Dead, it always felt like I'm doing I have to do exactly what they want me to do, and there's no challenge other than aiming at these people in this pretty mediocre shooting. I don't have to think about anything at all. The game is just like, go here, put this down, grab this, open this key, open the safe. The characters are going to have really interesting dialogue all around you. And there's going to be a lot of like atmosphere and kind of world building and storytelling. But in terms of a game, Red Dead Redemption 2 doesn't require you to really be there. Why can't it just be a movie? There needs to be a reason for me to have the controller. Otherwise, why am I there? Why don't I just watch a Clint Eastwood movie? Why don't I watch a great Western? I was going to say a better Western, but Red Dead is a pretty good Western story. And there's exploration. There are choices you make, and that's the stuff I find more interesting, is like, how do you want to deal with the NPCs? You know, do you want to be positive or negative? You run into people who are like building wacky flying machines, and what's going on here? That'll probably hurt me. And then for Sonic games, Sonic 1 and 2, I think the early Sonic games on the Genesis are really fun to play for a couple hours, and then the endings are total bullshit. Total bullshit difficulty. What's this guy's deal? And then I didn't play any other Sonics after that. I didn't play any of the 3D ones. A few of them look pretty good. But they're so hit and miss, it's sort of like, if you don't know what you're looking for, you need to talk to an expert who's played a lot of them to... Are you gonna chase me? Probably need to get him to chase me. Your argument is that games can have a longer story than a movie? Well, yeah, but I mean TV shows with multiple seasons. Or a book. It's the same thing. So I mean length of story. Games have I just think that if the whole point of the game is that you're controlling it, then I would like my choices to mean something. And that doesn't necessarily mean a branching... Well, yeah, whether that means branching story pathways, deciding who lives or dies, that kind of stuff. He's not actually grabbing me. Or the risk of failure, you know? He's awake. Okay, so I gotta wait for him to go to sleep and then do this again, I guess? Have I been grabbing notes? Don't do it. Firewatch I really enjoyed, and that's a very, very story-based game. But you are constantly interacting with, you're constantly interacting with the dialogue. You're choosing so many reactions, or sometimes just not saying anything at all. And there were some really tense moments that were incredibly heightened because I was in control, where I was actually scared. That was a wonderful experience that I probably wouldn't have enjoyed as a movie or a TV show. You have to avoid touching the ground? Really? That's interesting. Oh, because he can hear me pitter-pattering on the floor? Oh, interesting. Is he awake now? Yeah, he's awake. Okay. Well, let's try it again. Look at this nice soft carpet. Why don't I drop that chandelier on him and fucking kill him? Maybe this is lighter. Find another way in? Okay. Kazooie makes way too much noise. Psst. Break through that fucking window. Yeah, and that's the great thing, is that there's such a huge variety of games. I mean, games, music, films, books, everything. It's an interesting time because there's so much out there. It's just hard to find. It's hard to find the best stuff. So what becomes important are curators. What becomes important are people to recommend that stuff. Like, probably the best place for me to play games is going to be indies, you know, like PC indies probably are gonna service what I'm looking for in a game. Sound effects are very rhythmic in this game, but then you have to find reviewers that have your sensibilities, you know. You know what drives me crazy, and it just hurts when I see somebody on Twitter or Facebook and they go, I'm looking for a new game, what should I get? And I see these people recommend games, and they're all like, Pokemon, Bloodborne. Like, what? Those are different. Even, like, different Final Fantasy games are different from each other. Resident Evil, Mario. Yeah. Why don't you need to tell them, what's the last video game you really love? Because games are so different from each other. Holy hell. If you only like Ubisoft single-player games, you're not gonna like Sim City. Probably, you know? This music is really crazy for a haunted mansion. Jingo! Don't worry about Jingo. Because you gotta collect these guys multiple times too, I think. You rarely see people recommending not mainstream AAA games. Yeah. That's true. I always think like, okay, so somebody who hasn't played games for years, I would say, if you didn't play any games in the PS4 era, it's hard. Oh, cool, I just came down the chimney like Santa Claus. You idiot! Ouch! Isn't this the warp? No. Alright, let's figure it out for next time. The way he jumps is so frustrating. You want the long jump, or do you want to do the high jump, or how do you want to do it? I should just be doing jump and float, jump and float. It's different. If somebody hadn't played in the PS3 era, I would say Last of Us is a good bet. And Mass Effect 2. Yeah, you could probably recommend GTA to just about anybody. You could actually probably recommend Red Dead to just about anybody. Because they're not hard games. So the skill level's not going to lock you out. There's going to be interesting... You can basically just walk around and find interesting things wherever you go. That's what I'd recommend. If just like a pure blind recommendation would be from last gen, last gen would be Red Dead 2. People recommending The Witcher. You have to have an understanding of how to make that combat work. You need to really be into fantasy storytelling. If you're into nerdy stuff, yeah, I'd recommend The Witcher, but like, yeah, the recommendations are just nuts. The Witcher 3. The last AAA game you played was GTA 5 in 2013, only indie since then. Fuck this fucking game. Borderlands? I would recommend Rocket League to anybody. Because you can play that game at any level, and it's pretty fun. You're driving a little car around and hitting a ball. It's like, it's a sports game that anyone of any skill level could enjoy. So yeah, I'd say Rocket League and Red Dead 2 are the most accessible games, I think. Red Dead's long, but you don't have to play it for a long time. You don't have to, you have to go, Jesus fucking Christ, this game is fucking bullshit sometimes. The precision that is required in a game that is not precise is really annoying. It'd be like if you're getting an eye test done and the doctor's hand is shaking while he holds the... Or she... While she's holding the thing. And they're just holding the chart like this. Oh, sorry, you didn't see it. You have to wear really thick glasses now. But you didn't hold it right. Not my fucking problem, blindy. Fucking Christ. Land on the gutter perfectly. Fuck off. Fuck off. Why can't I turn into the bird? Zero, can I just run up? Can you jump? No, you can't. Who don't play games and want to try some? Final Fantasy VII would be pretty hard. They're easy, have great stories, and can be run on any system. Yeah, they're long though, and you have to have some understanding of like materia and that kind of stuff. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'd recommend people try them. I wouldn't recommend Final Fantasy VIII. You have to be into pretty mental stories to like those games. Final Fantasy VIII and 9, when their stories really kick in, I don't like them anymore. I don't relate to them anymore. Holy fucking shit, are you fucking my ass right now with this goddamn bullshit? Yeah, Final Fantasy IX, they learned a lot from those other games. And in terms of getting through the combat, you don't... Well, actually, the trance stuff is kind of difficult, but I guess you don't have to do all that stuff. Actually, Final Fantasy IX is really annoying for a beginner because you have to equip all that... You have to constantly be changing your equipment if you actually want to get all the abilities, which you'll need. Final Fantasy IX is very tedious sometimes. Anytime you touch the floor, that happens. I know, I wasn't trying to touch the floor. I was trying to walk here. Okay, I'm going to try and jump. Oh, yes! Go! I fucking hate this. Wow, those are some pretty hardcore choices, Prince. Bayonetta 2. Complex combo system. Ridiculous over-the-top story and characters. Sonic Forces, I don't know, but I would assume really over-the-top. Obnoxious. Speedy. Persona 4. Here's a 100-hour RPG about Japanese life. Those are hardcore choices, my friend. Yeah, I'm going Rockstar. Rockstar, there's something for everybody. There's enough story, there's enough shooting, there's random driving fun, there's things to explore and find, there's stuff you can collect, there's every type of gamer. My need to explore is satisfied. People's need to collect things. It does get difficult later on. Story, being serious, being silly, it's really got everything. Why is this Okay. This camera is not helping. Oh, maybe just zoom it out. Oh, that's easier. You just have to zoom the camera out. Okay, so I need to land onto that table or what? I did it. Grunty's gold. Now it's shown. She'll be mad. Now it's gone. Those don't rhyme. Yeah, I'm mad, my boot. I'll put up your useless, spooky butt. Put and butt? I think that was the last rhyme they wrote before they closed up shop on this one. Awesome. That was the hardest Jiggy I've ever gotten. Jiggy, 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 wiggy, 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 jiggy, jiggy, wiggy, wiggy, big, big. Nice. I hurt myself. Alright. I wonder what happens next.